Case Cover Collision. Each and every week I choose a different movie and look at all the different case covers that have been released for that movie and put them up against each other to work out which one is the best and which one is the winner of Case Cover Collision. Now on this week on Case Cover Collision I will be looking at the very first Rambo movie, First Blood, Rambo First Blood. Now, first of all, I'm going to say about this movie, I absolutely love this movie. One of my favourite Stallone movies. I think it's excellent. It's definitely my favourite of the Rambo franchise as well. I think it's just, a perfect movie. Perfect overall, great action movie. Absolutely 10 out of 10. French, chef's kiss. Absolutely beautiful. So I've got a few different of the case covers. There is a few that I've missed out because there was a few that honestly, this is one. Doing loads of these now, these case cover collisions, and honestly, Rambo, there was actually tons of different releases, tons of different case covers for this movie. And I will say, I was prompted to do this because Keith from Euphoria Pictures did a video this past week, and he was showing a new Zavvi exclusive box set, and I'm going to be looking at that one as well today. So, heads up to check out Keith's channel as well. He's got an excellent video on the new Zavvi exclusive box set. Brilliant video, brilliant channel, Euphoria Pictures. Let's get into it though. Let's look at the very first one. So the first one I'm going to look at is a DVD and Blu-ray case cover, and let's take a look at this one. So this one is basically a very dark cover, and it looks like it's like a black background, big white like army style text of Rambo at the top, and then First Blood on the right hand side underneath. Then you got Sylvester Stallone's name above that in very small text in red in a red color, and then you've got like this sort of like comic book, I probably would say like a comic book sort of like hand drawn image of Rambo, Stallone's character Rambo here, holding a gun in the background. Then you've got like this kind of like a red background, maybe it looks like the forest, but like it's like red, like for the blood, to signify blood. And then you've got like some of the carnage underneath of like the cars, of the obviously the town landscape and stuff like that. So it's a very dark cover. On this, I'll be honest with you, I like the black. I like the black background. I think the text of Rambo is great. Really, really big text, really bold, stands out. But I'm not really keen on this sort of like comic book look to him, like this hand-drawn look. I think they could have used. First of all, I think they could have used a better image, really, to take an image from it. It just looks like he's just like looking into the distance, and it's just like, I don't know. It doesn't look appealing to me personally as a Rambo image. He doesn't look as jacked as well. Even I think in the movie he looks absolutely jacked. I don't know. There's something about it doesn't look reminiscent of the movie for me so much. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I like the black background. I do like that color, and I like the contrast with the red. I will say that about that. So that's the first one we're going to look at. Let's look at the second one now. So this is a DVD cover. And this one is, again, they've went for like the black background here. So we got a black background, very different though from what we saw in the first cover. Here we've got Stallone in big text this time. Big red text at the top of the screen to know, this is a Stallone movie. And then you got First Blood underneath that at the very bottom. And then you got like an image of Rambo in between that. And there's actually no mention of Rambo on this cover. It's on this DVD cover. It just says First Blood rather than Rambo, which is an interesting one. But I suppose some people just call it First Blood, this movie. You've got Rambo again in a kind of like, I wouldn't say super similar, but I mean probably is a very similar style, where it's kind of like a sort of like a hand painted sort of look of Rambo, like an image rather than an actual photograph. So you've got him, and he's like kind of like. It looks more, to me, this looks more like a Stallone Rambo pose though, and this looks more like Rambo in the movie to me personally, rather than the first one. In the background then you've got like the forest, where we see a lot of like the story take place in the forest, and then you see like it's the sky background in a blue. So you've got like a blue circular colour in the middle going out, and then black colours, and then the text, the font in the red as well. So I will say this one, I'll be honest with you, I do prefer this to the first cover. I think it's a lot better. I think it's a much stronger cover, and I think it just... The only changes I would do here is maybe put Rambo First Blood rather than just First Blood. But that's just a small critique from me personally as a viewer of the movie. But yeah, I like this one. I think it's cool. Now, let's move on to the third one I'm going to look at today. It is the 4K Ultra HD. This is not the new release. I think this might be the 2018 one or maybe earlier. And this is basically... They've all kind of went for the same look of this sort of like comic book drawn... Like, comic book drawn's probably the wrong word. Like a hand-painted look, like a palette for Stallone. So you got Stallone... front and center here, like a very close-up shot of him. You see the top half of his body, he's got a gun, and a very Stallone Rambo pose here. I do like that, and it's probably similar to the last one, this one. But then you've got Stallone at the top in a bit smaller text this time, in red text again, like this army-style text, like it's like the cage somewhat. Underneath again, it just says First Blood rather than Rambo again. And then you get like this gradient. It goes from like a black at the top of the image going down to this green, and the green is like, I don't know what it's meant to be. Is that meant to be like some sort of like a radar or something, or is it meant to be the trees of the forest? I'm not quite sure, but I don't know. It just doesn't. It feels a bit of a miss. Like the green just doesn't fit for me here. I would have went for, if it was red again, that would make more sense. It's blood. But there's something about the green, it just looks too bright. It looks like a lime green colour. I honestly don't understand why they used a lime green colour. Maybe there's some significance that I'm not picking up on from the movie, but I don't know. It just doesn't, to me, it just doesn't look great. It does, and especially with Rambo, it makes him stand out less because he's kind of like the tonal, the colour palette just like doesn't look right. It doesn't look right. It just looks weird. I'm not fussed on this green. So I will say the second DVD cover is winning it for me so far. That is my favourite so far over the 4K and over the first Blu-ray and DVD cover. But now let's go to, first of all, one of the first Zavvi exclusives. This is just coming out now, and I will say this one is out of stock currently on Zavvi. Sold out. I don't know if they're going to be getting any more or if it's a limited run. But this is the Rambo First Blood Zavvi exclusive limited edition steelbook. Now, this is what I like. I love these steelbooks, and this is nice. It's a very different. We're getting a very different type of image here from what we're seeing previously. So this steelbook is black all over, and you see Rambo's knife, and then you see basically. The knife is cut out, so it's just like the silhouette of the knife, but then you see the image of Rambo in a black and red colour within the knife image. So it's very, very minimalist, and I do like these covers sometimes, and I think this is a really well done one. Then to the bottom right of the screen, bottom right of the cover, we have in kind of like very small red text, we have Rambo First Blood in that kind of army style text. Very bold text, but very small, but not small. It's still significant though. You can still see it in the image, and it's very visually, you can see that it's Rambo First Blood. It's noticeable. So that is basically it for this cover, and I like it. I think it looks nice on the shot. I think it's just simple, but it works. For me, it works with a knife. I think it's really, really subtle. I suppose this could work for like a horror movie as well with a knife. Do you know, if it was like a Halloween movie or something like that, where the actual killer was having a knife or something, you could do it like that. So it could work also for like a horror movie, this sort of style cover. But I like it because he's all about, he has like the knife in the movie and stuff like that. So I do like this. What is winning so far though? Is it this or the DVD cover? I'm still gonna go with the DVD cover. Yeah, I'm going to go with the DVD cover. I do like it. I think it's just something about that DVD cover. I do like this one, the simplicity of it, but I think there's something about that initial DVD cover I like. So let's move on to the next and final choice here of these case covers on Case Cover Collision today. The next one, the final one we have, is the Rambo First Blood 4K Ultra HD Zavvi exclusive Steelbook Slipcase Edition. And this one is still in stock, so if you're interested in this, check it out. So this one is the one Keith mentioned on his channel, Euphoria Pictures, and I had a good look at it on his channel, so I had a better look at it. And this one is very much like an oil painting. And you have all of the characters on the front cover. You have Rambo, you have his like commander, you have the sheriff, and then you have a few of the other police guys. And then it shows like Stallone as Rambo is at the top of the image, and it kind of goes down in smaller images of the other characters. And then you see like Rambo on the bike at the bottom, and then you see like all the town, and then you see obviously the trees in the background and the sky and the helicopter. So it kind of like throws every significant part of the movie in this one image, in this oil painted image. And then you've got at the bottom of the case cover, you have the Rambo text. You have Sylvester Stallone in red text, very small, but then Rambo is in this big, like this bold text, not super big, but it's significant enough to see it there, and then First Blood underneath. So I love the fact that they're doing the Rambo First Blood, not just First Blood. I like that because it's a Rambo movie and it is Rambo. So I do like this. I think it is a beautiful. Now, like talking about like the stylized, the sort of like hand drawn look of the other images compared to this is. They were like 5 out of 10. This is 10 out of 10. It just looks like they gave like a really good artist time to make an oil painting and a really good oil painting of this cover. I think it's beautiful. I think the contrast of colours is great. You've got like the light colours, the blues at the top, and you know you're seeing the whole landscape of this town as well here. I like this. So which one is the winner today on Case Cover Collision? Is it this one or the DVD cover, or maybe if any of the other ones change my mind? I'm going to have to go with this one. This final one, I think it is superb. I'll be honest with you. I think it looks a piece of art. It's beautiful. The Rambo First Blood 4K Ultra HD Zavvi exclusive Steelbook Slipcase Edition is my winner for this week on Case Cover Collision. But let me know your thoughts on which one would be your choice of winner. Let me know, ladies and gents.